Good afternoon and welcome to the State. Thank you for choosing us. The show is brought to you by Christian Service University. Christian Service University is located in Kumasi in the Ashanti region. My name is Gabriel 𝗟𝗡 Ankrah. I'll be back with the details. Stay with me.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246 275375, 0240 154825, or 0244 596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. CSU is located at Odeneho Kwadaso on the Kumasi-Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known. That's
Sorry, not sure.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Get ready for a transformational morning experience.
Sorena Shrine is here to build our spirituality, mental and physical well-being.
Through positive, inspiring actions and stories.
We bring you exciting activities and conversations that develop us as a people and as a nation.
We take a look at the trending issues in Ghana and the rest of the world.
And we also review the impacting stories from our local newspapers.
Every morning, we bring you stories of hope, change, and renewal.
We empower you through the Word of God and provoke you to live the purposeful life destined for you.
Join us, Anita Kwaku,
and the Reverend Ajika Vincent Agbamanya, Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. as we take you on an inspiring journey, live and exclusively on WTV.
You may also join us on Facebook at WTV Ghana and on YouTube at Wesleyan TV Ghana.
Sorry, not Shrine.
Wake up to a purposeful day.
Sorena Shrine is brought to you by
Danwell Insurance, Multi-Credit Savings and Loans,
and the Methodist University Ghana.
Back. Let's do W Briefs. On W Briefs, what we do is to give you an executive summary of the topic for discussion for today. So this afternoon, what are we looking at? It has come to be known as the Occupy Julobi House protests. A group of people embarked on a 3-day protest march to raise attention or draw attention to issues they consider as of national concern. Some say galamsey, some say economic mismanagement, but whatever the situation, it is to draw attention to issues of national concern. On Sunday, 22nd September, second day of the 3-day protest, they had an altercation with the Ghana Police Service. Some of the protesters were arrested. A group calling itself Lawyers for protest defense, lawyers for protest defense, have written to the Inspector General of Police, asking the Inspector General of Police to provide answers to three key things. One, they are asking how many people were arrested by the police? Where have they been kept? What prison? What facility? And also, when are they arraigning them before the court to be tried? We are hearing that another group of lawyers have petitioned SHRAJ, Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice, asking SHRAJ to declare or find out the violations of the human rights of these protesters. This afternoon on The State, we are interrogating the fallout from the protest and then looking at other matters related to it. I'll be back to introduce my guests. Please don't go anywhere.
Nyansa ejian mpenina no anaye gye mpenina no ti baabi biara mpenifo ahia na yesu ayadwene no ne ope nyansa no oben wa ode agudie kyira dwene mu agudie ene kofie penu sa adwene nsemu mu odo nzempolo Samwa ye tie bobra ekoyie frase efifrito ne ope nyansa no omenkwankwa anu ase ne mpani so ayadwene ne be nhira amano ene ne nchirima yada mo ase
ja impanyini inso ayadwene jemre na hweyen memninde ne memninde bia anopa no wotwe wo Wesleyan television so
mi fie Christian fie mema mi kun aye Christiani na me mofra aye Christian fo mema mi fie aye Christian fie ban papam aye dwumadi a ekoso ewo WTV so kasa afa ekwan a ye tete ye mofra ekwan a ye befa so ama ya ware ayefe ne ya ware adimu efie entete anase efie siesie ene efie nkomodie mu nso yenya entwenten into me to sa frɛw sɛ hwɛ WTV na ne mapa bebre ewo WTV so enwumpa enkomodie papa ene mapa ebeboa me ne omienu ene ye mfie kɔso ara na hwɛ WTV.
Praise God, praise God. Christ in tea, you respond, yeah, addition. I'm excited to announce to you, friends in the Lord, are you seeking for a platform where you can pray? Open baby up a soul bomb pie. Now ninyami edi in kita home. Bibi also. And I'm na the same kum. And you're coming home. Let's go into the prayer room on WTV every Friday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. to meet seasoned ministers of God that God has raised to impact your life. Remember, John Wesley said, I have too much to do, therefore I spend several hours in prayer in able to do it. That is why we are calling upon you. Meet myself, Reverend Hosea say, and the Evangelism Mission Renewal Directorate as we lead you into the prayer room where we encounter Christ. And I believe your life will never be the same. Call your friends or loved ones every Friday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. where we will encounter Christ. God bless you. See you on our screens on WTV every Friday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. God bless you.
How does the story of old influence decisions and lifestyles of today? How can we tread the path to salvation based on past events? Why is history important, and how can it inspire the future? Another says, a generation which ignores history has no past and no future. Join us in a talk show program.
Tell me the old story.
Right here on Wesleyan Television, as we engage knowledgeable people with facts in history that will influence our present and shape our future.
Make a date with us every Saturday at 7 p.m.
as we delve deep into our history. God bless you.
Tell me the old story. Brought to you by the Heritage Directorate of the Methodist Church, Ghana.
Orofo onyankopon bo wi yo wate Bible say me adwen a medwen won wonya bone bi de adwen be ma wawi ye pa ene ani da so obonofo na pekwan bi afaso awura asitenan mu awura brabo yi mu nti niam onyame hyehye to ho ma ye no entumi nko senia ese eko na so onyankopon e de nkunimdie kwan bi e de ato ho ama ye na no na twase nipa hwehwe akire kwan eyi ne yegina nkunimdi a onyame siesie ma ye no na free ho no ye be ye dan ne yetumi asan afa. There should be a point. Saul e wo Damascus kwan so no Kristo ehia no until there was a turn in his life. Onyankopon suma Jonah, there was a turn e wo na brabom edian na si wo abrabom edian na ekoso wo asetene mu won a wo hu won no oyi won to ho won a wo yi won no wo frɛ wo won a wo frɛ won no o hye won ani onyam ani timi dwumadi a wato ni say turning point e de brew e wo Wesleyan TV kwasia da bia anwumre no nkron mesra anwumre no nkron no watena wo TV achi na me wa ye mpense mu onyame asem mu. There will be a turn. Now the onyam hye ebe merad. Shalom, peace.
Odofo mo akwa about WTV dwumadi so WTV so open information, open education, open transformation, anything good we bring on WTV so. Se fidie so na Awurade nam so aye de dwumadi afa na sam clinic e de brewo. Awurade asam na saya de Awurade asam e pagya nipa. Awurade asam e ma kwankere no, opa kwankere pa. It is the word of God. No ne yade brewo dwumadi so ya tundi na sam clinic. Clinic ne say Awurade asam no saya de Awurade asam ne yeduro. Awurade asam no ma kwankere asam no ne na fitiase no Awurade de bo wiase ya na endi ho. Awurade na sam so ma ne baaye. Number is God is still in the creative business. Odaso de na sam ema dia endi ho ema ne ba. Okasa pombra na pobaye, okasa mpata abra ma mpata baaye. Enam na sam so a sam no wa wege no ema dia endi ho etumi ba. Saa sam nti na Yesu baaye no. Jalo kasa hu hia so ba nanti akobi fie. Wase gina hana suma asam no. Asam no baka kasa me bari yade. Akwala nkra ne Yesu ewu. Nanso Yesu gina beebi o wono suma asam na asam no kasa abofra ne yade pagya no a. Saa ne ebegina TV afidie yi so ya suma Awurade asam aba wo fie aba wo adwuma ma aba wo kurom. Awurade ba ma asam yi ai pagya wo. Asam no ba ma dia tofom ya hwe ase asai. Asam no ba ye oye na sesio. Ebegina dan yi mu ebegina miam ya horo. Asuma Awurade asam na asam no ba ba sa o yade asam no ba ba je wo nkwa. Asam no ba mu akwankyere. Opa akwankyere pa the word. Na sam na waje so clinic. Asam no ba ye oye. Asam wo yi ba ye nhira dia me. Sesio ho na ya me ya dom a. Efidi June bosume yi. Ya wo de bia enumre na wo twena fa. They say you made a bubble. Why you shira? Bidi any very reverend Dr. Solomon Bruce, Secretary of Synod, Suyane Dowses, and they say you made a de bro, the meeting is Radishra, Bayeshia, or Bayeshia.
Welcome back. This afternoon on The State, we are looking at what has become or what has been popular in the last few days to be known as the Occupy Julobi House protest. We'll be interrogating the fallout from it. There are skirmishes around it. There are people arrested, going to court. We're going to interrogate the fallout and other related matters. This afternoon, don't forget that the show is brought to you by Christian Service University. Christian Service is an evangelical liberal arts institution established 50 years ago to train men and women with ethical values for transformational leadership in Africa. Admission for the 2024-2025 academic year is in progress for undergraduate and postgraduate programs. CSU offers dynamic, industry-driven programs in nursing, midwifery, business administration, communication, planning, and computer science. For more information, please contact our admission relations officers on 024-6275-375, 0240-154-825, 0244-596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa. CSU, the university of choice. So how did we get here? How did we get here with this demonstration against Galamsey? So you remember that in the past few days, let me say in recent times, the call for Galamsey to be halted, or civil society organizations have trumpeted it aloud that we no longer want this to continue. The health of our people is at stake. Our environment is at stake. So many groups, including faith-based organizations, have come up to call for a ban. Some calling for total ban on Galamsey. Others are saying that, can we look at it pragmatically? What will be the way forward? So it has been an issue of concern. So this group, this Democracy Hub, also joined the fray. And they remember Occupy Julobi group, or that protest was organized last year. They've organized one that you can say whether it was successful or not. They are the best people to judge. But they realized that it is of national concern that we look at the issue of Galamsey. So they planned this 3-day protest to also drum home the need and the call for action by government on Galamsey. They organized 3 days demonstration. Day one, they started the demonstration. There were slight skirmishes, and then on the second day, there were issues. But before they even went on demonstration, they said they had written to the Ghana Police Service in July of this year, 2024. They had written to the Ghana Police Service intending to undertake this demonstration. Of course, they were acting in consent or in consonance with the Public Order Act. So they had to notify the Ghana Police. They have done that. Then in August, the Ghana Police Service meets the organizers of this protest march and tells them that you cannot use this route that you are proposing to go on the protest on. But the people, all the organizers, defied this, should I say, directive or alternative arrangements that were suggested by the Ghana Police Service. And then they went ahead on the route, their route, as against what the Ghana Police Service had agreed on. Well, the group's argument is the fact that they had told them that we will go ahead with the protest march with your presence or not. Then the police, they claim at midnight, or let's say the report says at midnight, police issues a counter directive to their routes that they are going to go on the protest. Well, when such protests are organized or are embarked on, you know, there's disruption of daily life. Public property can be lost. So on your scene, you can see the altercation between the protesters and the police. This was the scene. This was what had transpired. On that Sunday, 22nd September, many of the protesters, reports have it that 39 of them were arrested. This 39 where they were taken, the organizers claim they do not know where these protesters were taken. So a group of lawyers calling themselves Lawyers for Protest Defense wrote to the IGP, Inspector General of Police, requesting to be provided with information of the whereabouts of these 39 people who have been arrested. We saw on our screens a 62-year-old woman. It's even included a 10-year-old girl. one will ask 10-year-old girl, what is your business on the street protesting? But that is the beauty of democracy. They are to be arraigned before courts. But organizers are saying, as we speak, they do not even know where these protesters are being kept, which prison facility have they been kept in. And these 39 of them who were arrested were remanded in both police and prison custody to be arraigned before court. They are making demands to know the exact locations, because we are told that some of them were 9, they give numbers 9 here, 6 here, in different prison facilities. So the organizers or these lawyers are asking to be provided information on their whereabouts. So this is the leader of the group. This is what happened before he got arrested. He went to remove the key of the van of the Ghana Police Service as was parked there. He said that so that is a Vomawo, Bakavomawo saying that he wanted to demolish the vehicle as his way of expressing dissatisfaction with the handling of the protesters. So that is him with the key that he took. And this is what has brought us here. This arrest that has brought us here. This afternoon we're going to interrogate the fallout, and we are joined on the line by Nicholas Taylor. He is a development person and he follows keenly issues of national interest and national politics. Nicholas Taylor, thank you very much. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on this stage. So good to have you. We're going to look at what has transpired in the last few days, and you realize that it has taken the nation's attention. It has grabbed our attention because of the activism that has gone into it, the state and civic action, or let's say civic or citizenship participation in the democratic process. So that is what we're going to look at. So Nicholas, the demonstration, isn't necessary at all.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, and greetings to all viewers of Wesleyan TV. I believe that demonstrations are part of our democratic arrangement. When a group of people feel that one or two things are not going well, maybe they have written, they have asked, they have done several things, and they are not getting the needed results. Sometimes they resort to demonstration. Now, features of demonstration are that we need to get your statement very clear. You need to get your roots very clear. You need to control the followers of the demonstration. And then also to make sure that we're not going to have any chaotic scenes for demonstration. So ordinarily, demonstrations are supposed to be ways of peacefully trying to air out our views or coming up with our views on a particular issue. So for demonstrations, yes, they are necessary for our democratic activities and all that. Now, in this particular one, where they are looking at Galamsey, which has become very, very, very serious thorny issue in this country, it is very, very necessary, so that we will drum home to the lawmakers, to our leaders, to the duty bearers, that what is going on is not the best, and if anything is not done as early as possible, we're going to run into an abyss. So I believe that the demonstration itself, in essence, is very important. Where it has gotten to is another angle that you can look at. But on the face of it, demonstrations are very important, and this one too is equally important.
It's equally important. I think that is the citizenship, or should I say, their way of articulating their interests. Viewers, let me bring you to the picture. You know, earlier on we had advertised that we're going to engage the lawyer or lawyers for the protest defense, those who are who have written to the IGP, those lawyers for the Democracy Hub. So they more or less represent Democracy Hub. We've advertised that we're going to speak with them. But just when we got on air, we had picked information from them that they had been called to come to the second court, where their clients are going to be arraigned before the court. So they are unable to join us. So if you don't see per the early advertisement or we speaking with them, that explains it. We are hoping that the court proceedings end on time and then we are able to engage them. But in the meantime, we continue with the conversation and then we look at the fallout of the protest march and then other matters related to it. So, Mr. Taylor, you were telling us about the essence. I asked the significance of demonstration at all, and yes, you've rightly noticed that it is in the right of every citizen. It is part of the. In fact, it is the essence of democracy that the citizens should be participating in exercises like this. But let's look at. You have written to the police, the state institution that is mandated to protect you. And they tell you that where you are, you want to go to the Revolutionary Square. And Ghanaians and those of us who know Revolutionary Square, it is just opposite the seat of government. It's opposite the Flagstaff. Or no, that whole enclave from that Revolutionary Square to the ministry area to all those places are security zones. And you've been told that you cannot use that route, use alternative routes, and then you decide to take the law into your own hands. Do you subscribe to such blatant disregard for law?
Oh, okay. Right, thank you very much. As I indicated earlier, demonstrations are good, but they are supposed to be done in a particular way. Whenever you're going to have a demonstration or a mass gathering, there's a need for us to respect the public order law. You know, you are supposed to notify the Ghana police. The reason why you need to notify them is that the police will have to give you protection, because the principal aim of the police is to protect lives and property. And therefore, if we're going to have a group that's going to mass up at a particular place, no one can actually predict what will happen. So ordinarily, the Ghana police will have to provide the needed security for whoever is going to meet at the place. And so when the police is written to, then they have reasons to let you know that, no, where you are going to meet will not be appropriate. The date you are giving us is not appropriate. The things you are requesting is not appropriate. It is only fair that the demonstrators or the leaders of demonstrators will sit with the Ghana police or the law enforcement agencies to make sure they agree on some of the places to go and the routes to use and then the place of meeting. In this case, they wrote to the police, and my understanding, the police indicated to them that that place was a security zone. I believe that the organizers should have come into a compromise or a discussion with the Ghana police that, okay, if this place, the security cannot go, can we use an alternative place so that they can still mass up there, they can still use the appropriate route and still come up with their demonstration. I don't believe that insisting on going to a security zone when the police is saying that you cannot go there was the way to go. In my opinion, the organizers should have found a way of discussing with the police to agree on a particular place before they can take their law in their own hands. Especially when the police has indicated to you that this is a security zone. I mean, we cannot actually play with our security architecture. Yeah. And so when the police indicate to you that this is a security zone, ordinarily, you would have to also respect the position of the police, because if anything happens, it's the police that should come in and give safety to the organizers and the members of the protesting public. And so I believe that they should have agreed with the police that if this is a security zone, they shouldn't have used that one. They could have gotten an alternative place and still go ahead with their protest and then let Ghanaians see exactly what they are communicating. Going enter with the police and trying to flout the orders or agreement of the police and go this way, sometimes it can have its own repercussions. Yeah. And some of them are what we are seeing, which I think is not too good for them. So the organizer should have at least tried to agree with the police in order not to come up with some of these things that we are seeing.
The police described their action as lawless. Some people also said it was unruly behavior on their part. You know, I think the first day or prior to that, these protesters had burnt down flags of the New Patriotic Party, and they claimed were hanging on state properties. And then the youth organizer of the ruling party had also gone there with acts to confront them. If protests are of that nature, should we have even gotten to this state where you burn things and damage properties, and then there is a counter attack from the others? It more or less waters down the essence of protests.
Exactly, my brother, you are right. The essence of the demonstration may be lost when some of these skirmishes come in, because you have a good intention of going to speak to a particular issue, so that the general public will understand where you are coming from, so you can get the needed sympathy from where you are coming from. Now, organizers start burning things. No police officer will sit down for anybody to destroy any property of the nation or belong to a particular political party. So to be destroying a particular political party, it will let the police come in, protect it. And now look at the way the civilian is trying to push the police away. No, you go with this kind of provocative posture. Normally, if you don't get the police that are very professional, the possibility that they are going to meet you with equal force. And my brother, how many of us can meet the equal force of the police? So I believe that the organizers, and the way they started, and I mean, to the extent that somebody can say that I'm going to remove the keys of a security vehicle, I mean, the extent is too far. It's too far. And when you do some of these things, you realize that the public, the media, and all that, they will not even be talking about the issue that you want to the protest with. They will put the issues aside and rather be talking about the aftermath and all that, which is not too good. And in demonstration, you are supposed to get very good response, good feedback, and even feed forward from the general public, from the protesting group, and also from the general populace. Now, if you go this way and people say that you are already being lawless, then it means that you have even lost it. People will not talk about the importance of the demonstration. They will now be talking about the issues you have done. So much as I agree that they want to protest is good, they should have used a very calm, very smooth, peaceful way of trying to gather their views. And again, the police should also know a way of handling the protesters. The people are angry. The people are, but I'm suggesting that the police should also have a way of trying to handle it so that things don't get out of hand. But for a civilian going the way he's trying to, try to put the police off with their guards and all that, I think it is not good. And our demonstrations need to be very peaceful so that the people who are seeing us can look at the part of the demonstration and get the reason why, instead of discussing the fallout and some of this negative thing that happened in the demonstration. So in my opinion, the way the demonstrators started to trigger the whole thing, and I think it takes professional police to handle such situations. So our appeal to Ghana Police Service and our security agencies to handle them with care so that we don't get casualties out of this.
Yeah, so some of them were remanded and they've been taken to court. Is that the proper procedure? Are we going the right route in getting them justice done or served?
Exactly. You know that in our laws, apart from maybe some high treason or criminal offenses, all offenses are normally bailable. And so they have done, if they are even charged under the unlawful gathering or that kind, it's something that can be bailed. They can be bailed. So they have to be taken to court. Now, when they are taken to court, then the court will now look at the issues that the prosecutors are coming up with. They will look at the defense, also their issue that they are coming with. Then the judge will now make a declaration. My challenge that I have is it seems some of them were kept beyond the mandatory 48 hours before they were put to the court. When it happens like that, then the police also seem to be coming into aberration with the law. The law is saying that within 48 hours. So you need to also extra country so that we put them in court within the 48 hours. So the court will give a direction. It will be based on the gravity of the offense let us keep them in police custody or in prison custody so that they will reappear. But to keep them on your own without the court order, that is also another thing that we need to look at. And then again, while we agree protesters did were unlawful, it's important also to respect the dignity and then the health implications of the protesters. I heard of some of the issues where some of the protesters had some health conditions. When it comes to health, they are things that all of us will need to look at it. So if this particular health condition has been brought to the idea of the police officers, they should find a way of giving the appropriate medical attention to those who are not well, so that their lives can also be safeguarded. But I believe that the police is in their remit to go to the court, and it's the right thing that they have done. So that the court will give a judgment, and it will follow from that place.
Just so viewers, if you are just joining us, you are still on the state, and we are interrogating the protest march that has resulted in 39 protesters who were arrested and remanded, and some have been prepared and have appeared before court, and they are awaiting the court ruling on the actions that took place. And we are interrogating the issue this afternoon and its related matters. And we hope that you have been joining the conversation over the period, and you also have your thoughts, and you also have your positions. Of course, protests of this nature, we know, disrupt daily life because streets are blocked, routes are redirected, and the discomfort that it comes with. Some properties of state are also destroyed. That is how some of these things appear. So we've been looking at it, the fallout. We're looking at the human rights issues that are coming out of it, and the rights of the citizens to protest and all that. So you join us in the conversation with your mind, and then we will take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to look at some of the remedies. Is that the way to go? Is that another way of articulating our interests? Must it always be confrontational? Must we always get involved with the police service, the security services? And must we also, or the protesters, those who go on the protest march, should they be the security forces be high-handed in dealing with some of these concerns and some of these cases? We'll take a quick break, and when I'm back, we'll delve into the issue. Don't go anywhere. Stay with me.
The Christian Service University, a fully chartered private university in Ghana, is inviting applications for admission. Undergraduate programs include BSc Nursing and Midwifery, Computer Science, Information Technology, Bachelor of Business Administration, BA Communication Studies, Planning and Social Development, and Theology with Administration. Postgraduate programs include MSc in Accounting and Finance, Monitoring and Evaluation, Corporate Planning and Governance. We have MA MPhil Communication Studies, MA Christian Ministry with Management, Event Management, MPhil English and Mathematics Education. With quality, faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, we blend academic work with entrepreneurial mindset in all our programs. For more information, please call 0246 275375, 0240 154825, or 0244 596603, or visit our website www.csuc.edu.gh. GH. CSU is located at Odenaho Kwadaso on the Kumasi Obuasi Road, 100 meters off Star Junction. Choose CSU today to secure the future of Africa.
And to make him better known.
Looking for professional office space? We are here to help you out in every way. Available space to let within the building is a total of about 2,500 square meters. We have in place disability-friendly washrooms, male-female washrooms, and kitchenettes with 24/7 water supply. We are providing the best office space for your business, coupled with an on-site clinic and a spacious car park. Reach out to us before your competitors do. Wesley Towers is designed to make you feel safe, offering you the needed luxurious personal space. It comes with affordable pricing package. Please contact for details and inspection on 0503 109 978, 0500 166 304, or 0556 302 880, or 0243 614 423. Wesley Towers, offering you a safe, secured, luxurious office space.
Welcome back. You are still on the state. On the state this afternoon, we are interrogating the Occupy Jilobi House protest that took place over the weekend and its fallout. And then we are looking at other related matters to the issue. It started as part of the process to join in the Galamsey fight or the war against Galamsey. The protesters were out of control. The police came at them, and then it has resulted in some of them being imprisoned, some of them being remanded, and some of them being processed for court. So we are looking at all of this and then looking at the way forward. We are looking at how citizens can participate freely in a democracy without having a banter confrontation with the law or having a brush with the law. Nicholas Taylor, welcome back. Just before we went on break, we were looking at some of the fallout, some of the things that had come out. Let me just pick your take on this. So democracy hubs or protest marches of this nature are supposed to be peaceful. They are supposed to be just sharing leaflets, placards, using social media and other means to convey your message. It has been impactful. There have been some that have made great impact. We remember very well the Arab Spring between 2010 and 2012, how it changed regimes and got democracies and governance change. Again, the Occupy Wall Street movement in the US. And then we had the Hong Kong umbrella movement. Also, the Black Lives Matter, and which is still continuing even from 2014. So there have been some of these protest marches that have been impactful. They've made the needed impact. Can we say that maybe the objectives and messaging of this particular protest was not clearly communicated by the leaders to their followers?
Right. My brother, thank you very much. As you have enumerated some of the protests across the world, you come to our country, Ghana, and we can still cite several other protests. I mean, we had a famous Kumipreko demonstration in this country. We have had the one against the sale of the 60% shares of the Senate. We have had demonstrations, even recent position NDC, and what they call it, enough is enough, not. All the demonstrations, the essence is to drum home a particular point. And so one major characteristic of a demonstration is that you are trying to let people who cannot be at that place understand the issues on board, so that you can have public sympathy, so you can have the public buy-in, so you can have a consensus built on that particular issue that you are building. But the way we go about it Demonstrations are supposed to be generally peaceful, so that you are only using. Sometimes it can be in the form of mass gathering. It can be in the form of maybe procession. It can be of picketing. It can be a form of, so many ways. And if you are using picketing or whatever form that you want to take, none of them should be violent. None of them should be violent. The violent nature comes in if the protesters are unable to control the colleague protesters, or the organizers are not able to control the protesters, or if some of them come with some kind of provocative posture. And so if you do that, the police or the security agencies, they will also try to come in and resist the kind of posture you are coming with. And so me, from what I have seen, and as I've seen of protests in this country and across the world, what we need to understand is that you are going out there to give your message to the general populace. You are going out there to let people understand the import of exactly what you are bringing out. You see, the Galamsey matter is a very thorny matter. The Galamsey issue is a serious matter. But if we want to go about it and we want to let people know how serious matter it is, we should not do things that will come into aberration with the law. We should follow the law. We should go according to the police directions. We should go according to what the law says, so that even when somebody is going against our human rights, the person may have the latitude to speak for us. If we ourselves, being the organizers, we try to use some of these things, and then we rather try to diminish the importance of the demonstration. So it is true, I agree with you. Many demonstrations in the world have yielded very positive results. And even this one that they organized for the Galamsey awareness, people were actually in favor of the demonstration. The only thing that has destroyed or that has marred the beauty of the demonstration is where it has gotten so chaotic, where people are now being imprisoned, people have to go and look for medications and all that. I believe that these things do not help our democratic dispensation. Now, when it happens like that, anytime that another person is going for demonstration, the police will not be tempted to think that, no, we don't have the number of the police that can be used to protect you. They will not allow you. Then that also becomes a problem. So I want to suggest and appeal to all our demonstrators or would-be demonstrators that we must always accept the direction of the police. We must normally sit with them, discuss with them, agree on the routes to use, agree on what to do, so that instead of the media talking about our issues, they will not be talking about the negativities about the protest. Then it means that we have even gone and we didn't achieve any result. So as we speak, all the media houses, what we see much is about the skirmishes and what we want to, and not exactly the reason for which they went on the protest. And I think when we do that, we really miss the point.
Yes.
So going forward, I want to appeal to protesters to go by a certain agreed principles, so all of us can exactly understand the reason for their protest, so they can get the needed results.
Exactly. So
demonstrations give results
yes,
for the world and even in Ghana.
So the sympathy that they had won prior to the demonstration, because of this skirmishes, it has made it lose its substance, its value. We have a statement from the Ghana Police Service on two suspects of the Democracy Hub receiving medical care at the police hospital. So the statement is updating us to that two suspects of Democracy Hub demonstration case receiving medical care at the police hospital. The Ghana Police Service has taken two suspects of the Democracy Hub demonstration case to the police hospital for medical care following their complaints of ill health. Suspect Fanny Otu on Tuesday, 24th September 2024, complained to the police that he was indisposed as the suspects in the case were being prepared for court. The police sent him to the police hospital in Ankrah, where doctors at the hospital attended to him and later admitted him for further treatment. Suspect Oliver Bakar Vomawo was also taken to the police hospital for medical attention, having reported sick late last night, Tuesday, 24th September 2024, where doctors assessed his condition and subsequently admitted him for treatment. The police would like to inform the public that no point in time have the police denied these suspects any medical medication or medical attention. So that is an update by the Ghana Police Service that the protesters who were arrested who need urgent medical care have been attended to. 2 of them, including the leader of the demonstrators, Vomawo.
Great. And I think that is a very good initiative by the police, trying to update the citizenry on the issue that the lawyers and the family of these people are coming up with, so that everybody will now know that this is the official position of the Ghana police. So nobody has been denied of a health care or something. But as we have all been saying, if the chaos had not started, if the right things had been done from the outset, I don't think we would have gotten to this level where people have to even go to the sick bed in the police hospital when they are not supposed to maybe go there. So I think going forward, we need to learn from all this. But the police doing well, trying to update the people on what is happening. And I believe that it's a good move. It will be a good signal for all of us to know that we have a police that are willing to let us know what is happening. I pray that we're not going to have any casualties, maybe in the prisons or in wherever they are confined, so that we will have them come back to their usual duties and work for the country. So we commend the police for the updates of what they have done.
Yes, and I think it's a good intervention by the police, because earlier on this morning, some parents have said that they didn't know the whereabouts of their sons and their children. And I think the regular updates that the police is bringing, and of course, I suspect it's the law that is taking its course. They've been processed for court, and the legal decision is going through, and they are taking its course. Let me find out, strikingly, there was a minor who was involved in the demonstration. When I saw her, I was asking myself what her business there at the demonstration. When
I also saw the video, I also asked myself the same question. It looks as if the mother took the child to the place, but I think it was a very risky thing mother did. You see, just we agreed that protests are supposed to be peaceful. You cannot predict what can happen. So to send a daughter, a young girl of that age, to the protest ground, it was not the right way to go. I mean, you the mother, you may be strong enough to withstand some of these skirmishes, but the child, can she withstand this? If something had happened, what do we do? So I don't know if the woman is one of those arrested. She's one. What is the fate of the lady? Yes, if she's one of those arrested, what is the fate of the young lady? Yeah. So
the young lady
of our children like that.
Yes, the young girl, 10-year-old, we are told, is the daughter of one of the conveners, one of the protesters called Nadenswa. And Nadenswa is asking for the release of the granddaughter. So one of the conveners actually went on the protest with the daughter. Tell her your final words on the fallout as we sign out.
Finally, what I want to say is that protests are very good. As far as our democratic dispensation is concerned, people are going to go on protest. One, our protesters must abide by the rules of the country so that we don't get any such issues like the chaotic situations. Secondly, I want to also appeal to the Ghana police to handle them with the needed care so that we don't actually get casualties. And then finally, our children, there are situations where children can go on protest, like the Nigeria when it happened. Some of our Ghanaian people said, oh, release the children, that one is fine. But in terms of this adult protest, I want to beg parents, we should not toy with the life of our children. But the protesters have done their part. It's good for the fight of this country, but everything must be peaceful.
Thank you very much, Nicholas Taylor, for joining us. So on the show this afternoon, we have looked at the fallout from the Occupy Jilobi House protest and its related matters. As they say, citizen participation is the essence of democracy. I repeat, citizen participation is the essence of democracy. Let the conversation continue. We are back on Friday on the stage. Please keep talking. My name is Gabriel to Ankrah. See you on Friday. Goodbye. Yeah, easy.